Um, I've always been in art classes throughout school. I've gone to a couple of like directed painting classes where there's like a certain painting you're gonna paint and you just take the woman's advice as you go. But other than that, I don't have much background other than in when my things have been entered in scholastics and stuff.
What does your work aim to say?
All of my pieces, I want to say, except for a couple of things like drawing retro girls, they've all like been about how I've been feeling, or things that I like as a person, or things that are significant to me in my life, and things like that. But yeah.
So show some examples on that Arizona.
For this one, I made this last year. I was very upset. I'm still very obsessed with Arizona green tea. I drink it like it's water. And Dr. Wells, he handed me this box one day, and I didn't know exactly what to do with it, what to put on each side. So I thought, oh hey, I have an Arizona green tea can in my hand. Why don't I paint it? And so that's what I did. I thought these leaves were like a nice little addition to it because it's green, but this is actually a bottle cap to one of the Arizona green tea bottles. I think while I was working on it, I had a bottle that I brought in with Arizona green tea that I was drinking at the time, so I thought I should put that on there. Last year when I made this, I was working at McDonald's and I had a lot of truancy issues because of how tired I was, because of they would overwork me like until 11 o'clock at night. So I wrote tired with how I made these. I had like, what are those strips called? Those photo strips. They're like little films.
They're old film negatives.
Yeah, negatives, and I taped them down, and then I painted the red parts. And these, they were supposed to be my eyes. I'm not sure if you can really decipher that, but they're supposed to be closed. Like these are the eyelashes right here. This, I've always been, I've always loved retro girls, drawing retro girls, looking at them. So I made her, she's got like blood covered all over her because I was like, because McDonald's overworked me so much, I was just done with it. And yeah. This side, I got into collages last year. I kind of, it was kind of a lazy thing for me. I was like, I don't want to paint anything, so what can I make? And then I started doing collages, and I actually really like them. But the girl theme, got girl eyes. This one actually, I've had depression clinically diagnosed since the time I was in 8th grade. You can see there's like blue right here. That's to resemble sadness, but it's yellow on the outside, and when you flip it around on the inside, it has blue, which I thought that was significant to me.
And that piece was awarded Best of Show.
If I can get it back in, that would be nice. But this one, this is kind of the bottom piece. This was the sticker that was on the Arizona green tea bottle that I had that went with the cap. This box means a lot to me. I had a best friend that I was very close with that June 24th, 2019 was my birthday. He came up to visit me for my birthday, and when I got home from work, because I worked at McDonald's at the time, he had gotten into a mini bike accident with my brother, and he passed away. But how I met him was actually really funny. I was in the world's biggest McDonald's, and I had an Overwatch t-shirt on. And he came up to me and he asked me, is that your shirt or is that a hand-me-down? And I freaked out. I was like, oh, you play Overwatch. And we were best friends ever since then. But I wanted to paint this box to give him his mom on my birthday. This is the Overwatch symbol. This is May. That was the character that he was the best at, his favorite character. I haven't finished it yet, but this is a McDonald's sign because that's where we met, and he was actually very obsessed with Dr. Pepper. He drank it like it's water, kind of like how I do with Arizona green tea. So I painted that on there, and on here is the Legend of Zelda Triforce because he loved Legend of Zelda. His graduation cap actually was decorated with this, and it had a couple other things that I'm gonna add onto here. So, and then I'm gonna put the shirt that I met him in here, and I'm gonna give it to his mom on my birthday. So, yeah.
Are you currently following any art wheel trends?
I don't think so, not that I know of. I kind of just, like I said, base everything off of like how I'm feeling, or I make things that I think will be cute or have some significance to me.
So that's all for the questions, but I do have some for you. Out of all of your pieces, which one is your favorite?
I want to say it's probably my senior title because look at that. I love retro girls, and and when I was making this, I kind of had like a Vincent van Gogh theme in my head. Like, I forget what the painting was called. I think it was Starry Night, but it had like swirls like this and whatnot, and paints mixed together. It was really, I loved that painting. So that's what I made. But I wanted her to kind of be like in space theme. That's why I have this. I was thinking about like making her kind of like a cyber girl, but I just like it how it is now.
Out of all of your pieces, which one took you the longest?
Probably.
Would it be the moving assemblage?
Yeah, probably, yeah. I have an assemblage called Control. It has a baby doll in it, and there's wires coming out from her head, and there's knobs on the top. You can actually turn one of the knobs, and her hand will move. But that one probably took me the longest.
So just tell us a little bit about your journals. That you make.
My journals, I have two of them. My first one, I've drawn a lot in there. That's where I originally started doing all my collages, and it's in that journal. There's a lot of little drawings in there that I've made, like when I've had a bad day, I've kind of made like little drawings to go along with it. Like there's, I know there's a mermaid in there, and she has chains on her arms, and she's in her little puddle, and she can't get out of it because she's a mermaid, and if she gets out of it, you know, she's trapped to that one specific spot. And at that time in my life, I felt like I was trapped with my ex-boyfriend. Not a good story, but that was what went through that. But my second art book, it's mostly collages. I have drawn a couple retro girls in there. The same with my first art book. My art book has 3 or 4 retro girls in there that I wish I had it with me, but yeah.
Out of all of your pieces, even though they're all meaningful to you, which one do you think really shows who you are the most?
I think that they all tie in together to, you know, kind of just represent my image, I guess. But this one, I think, by itself alone, speaks the most of me, I want to say. So, just because, like, this side and the Arizona green tea and the tired, and it's something that I can talk about, something of, like, that expresses myself.
So what was the contest that it won Best of Show in?
The Endless Mountains contest.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. At first I didn't really want to enter it. I was like, I don't like competing. I think my art's great, just how it is. But I'm glad he said, let's put it in this competition, because it got Best of Show. So
awesome.